Hello, my name's Alex, and today I will be talking about fair use and what fair use means in media. Fair use is a legal doctrine that allows people to use copyrighted materials such as images, videos, and texts in very specific and certain ways. People are allowed to use copyrighted materials if they use it for nonprofit education or whether they're commenting or criticizing the piece. They are also allowed to use it if they transform the material into an alternate style. The purpose of using the copyrighted material is very important. Laws are usually more lenient if they're using it for educational purposes, such as a school using it to instruct. You should stay away from unpublished works because they are harder to cite, as well as more creative works because they are less factual and thus more open-ended. It is important to keep in mind how much of the original work that you are going to use. Using large amounts of the original work is a bad idea because you are taking the heart of the material and using it without their permission. A good rule to keep in mind is to use no more than 40 seconds of the original work. If you are using this for educational purposes, you have to keep in mind how much you're using. There is a very fine line between using just enough of the original work to instruct and using too much. Try to use the appropriate amount of material when instructing. Keep in mind, when you are using other people's work, you have to think about if you're going to affect the product's market. Anything that can harm the market that the product is sold in or can endanger the product's future market is considered defamation. Fair use does not protect the user from this and can result in consequences. Fair use in regards to research tends to be fine as long as the other person's work is cited appropriately and an appropriate amount of the work is used. Criticism can be a little bit tricky. Technically, criticism is allowed. However, if the criticism extends too far and affects the product's market, you can leave the user unprotected. Using videos for educational purposes is generally okay. However, if used in some other form than the original video, it should be transformed or limited to only 40 seconds. Images tend to be more difficult. Depending on the intended purpose of the original work, it may be allowed. A general rule is to either cite it or use it. If you need additional information, check out the following websites for a more in-depth look at the laws. Thank you for watching.
Created using Powtoon.